Cultural condition during Gupta period. Gupta age was culturally golden age of India. Many new languages developed during this age. Kalidas, Skandaswami, Hariswami and Rani Vijaya and Aryasur were important literatures. Among all of them, Kalidas was the best. Kalidas is called the Shakespeare of India. Taking story of Indian epics, he wrote epics like Abhigyan Shakuntalam, Raghuvansham, and Meghdutam. Gupta age was era of temple architecture. Gop in Gujarat, Parvati temple of Nachana, Kothar, and temple of Jhansi are the first brick temples of India. The Gupta age marks the beginning of the temple architecture. The idols of Durga, Buddha, Krishna, and Shiva were made in large number. Students, Gupta age was the golden age of Sanskrit literature. During that time, Prashastis, inscriptions, and Tamrapatras were written in Sanskrit. Gupta emperors were scholars and literature lovers. Kalidas is called the Shakespeare of India. He wrote epics like Abhigyan Shakuntalam, Raghuvansham, and Meghdutam. The Gupta age was the era of temple architecture. In Gujarat, Gop, Parvati temple of Nachna Kothar and temple of Jhansi are the first brick temples of India. Condition of science during Gupta age. Aryabhatta and Varamihir were among the greatest scientists of this period. Aryabhatta discovered zero and decimal system. Varamihir wrote an important text named Brihat Sanhita which was related with astronomy. Vagbhat wrote a great text on Ayurveda named Astangridaya Sanhita. During this time, medicines developed for humans as well as animals. Even medicines were also discovered for elephant and horse. Chemistry also developed quite well. Its best example is iron pillar of Mehroli near Delhi, which is not corroded even today also. Students, there were great scientists and mathematicians during the Gupta period. The mathematician Aryabhatta made revolutionary discovery of decimal system and the concept of zero. The great scientist Varahamihira wrote a famous text of astronomy named Brihat Sanhita. The Vedic Shastri Vagbhata wrote a text named Astangridaya Sanhita in the field of Ayurveda. The iron pillar of Mehroli near Delhi, constructed by Emperor Chandragupta II, is the best example of the achievement of metallurgy in chemistry of the Gupta age. This pillar has not corroded or rusted even after many years. Emperor Harshvardhan. After Gupta age, the kingdom of Harshvardhan is considered as one of the important states of ancient India. He belonged to Pushya Bhuti clan of Thaneshwar. Rajavardhan and Harshvardhan were sons of Prabhakarvardhan, while his daughter was Rajyashri, who was married to King of Kannauj Dhruvarman. God King Shashak and King of Malwa kidnapped Rajyashri and attacked on the kingdom, which created a major crisis. Rajavardhan died while trying to save Rajyashri. In such an emergency situation, Emperor Harsh ascended the throne in 606 AD. He saved Rajyashri. Not only this, he started his proper rule in both the state Kannauj and Thaneshwar. Harshvardhan was last great emperor of ancient India. He spread his empire in Magadh, Odisha, Saraswat, Gaud, Mithila. In contemporary states, Maitra king Dhruv Sen was his son-in-law. Pulkeshi too was the most powerful ruler in the south. In the battle of Narmada between Harshvardhan and Pulkeshi, Harshvardhan was defeated. Harshvardhan was regarded as the powerful king in the north of Narmada. Cultural contribution of Emperor Harshvardhan is very important. Great Chinese traveler Han Singh came to India during his time. He stayed in his palace. Harsh was devotee of Shiv and later became a great follower of Buddhism. He organized a religious conference under the presidentship of Han Singh. Students, the state of Prabhakarvardhan, the father of Harshvardhan, was Thaneshwar. His sister Rajyashri married Dhruv Varman, the king of Kannauj. The god King Shashak and the king of Malwa kidnapped Rajyashri. Rajyavardhan, the elder brother of Harshvardhan, became a martyr in the battle to save his sister Rajyashri. On one hand, Harshvardhan had to save his sister, and on the other hand, after the death of his father and brother, he had to handle the state. In such a critical situation, Harshvardhan came to the throne. Harshvardhan was the last great emperor of ancient India. Harshvardhan was defeated in the Battle of Narmada by Pulkeshi II. Harshvardhan was devotee of Lord Shiva and later he became the great follower of Buddhism. Chinese traveler Han Sing came to India during the time of Harshvardhan. Harshvardhan organized a religious conference under the presidency of Han Seng in Kannauj.